Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Cameron Woolley Show. Across from me is Ming Chen.
What's up, everybody?
And I'm Cameron Woolley.
Oh.
All right, so we're back. Another week has passed, and the New York Yankees are still terrible.
They didn't have the best of weeks, no.
and funny thing is, they think that blowing out the Angels, or a hapless team, by the way,
is a win.
They think that's going to deter me. They have won on Tuesday too many times, and that has escaped them from my wrath. That's not going to do it this week. Hell no. I'm not letting that happen.
Yeah. Well, getting swept by the Red Sox, that doesn't help.
I'm not letting that happen. So
that doesn't help.
Let's go on the list. Let's come right to the chase.
Okay.
Let's talk about this.
All right. Are you going to drink that Diet Coke or are you going to throw it? I'm not really sure.
I don't. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Okay. All right. I mean, try to refrain from throwing things, but hey, it's your show. So
there's crazy shit in this studio that's happened already.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. You can't get swept by the Red Sox. That's what I got to say.
My God, it's just
2021. This team.
Okay. Let's just start off with one word, and one word that can describe this team perfectly.
Putrid, awful, garbage, trash.
Inconsistent. Wildly inconsistent. 1 week they're good, next week they're bad. 1 week they're good, next week they're bad. It's like Jekyll and Hyde with these guys.
Yeah.
And when you're 3 games above 500, it depends on the context. Are you a team that had no expectations and is playing in a crappy division? Then yeah, 3 games above 500 is fine. But when you're the New York Yankees, who were projected by every site, every analyst, no matter how stupid they may be,
yes, to
not only win their division,
yes,
not only get home field advantage,
yes,
but outright just go nuclear on the American League.
Yes, that is not
downright nuclear. They were penciled into that American League spot in the World Series before the season started.
Sure.
On paper,
they
looked like a force of holy smoking nature.
Should just get an automatic bye week right to the World Series, but no.
Yes, everyone was giving them a bye. It was like, why bother playing the regular season in the AL? Right. The Yankees are going to just win the pennant anyways.
But no.
That was the mentality going in. But when you're projected to do that, and you're 3 games above 500, and 4th place in a division that doesn't seem to be slowing down.
No.
Then that's terrible. Say you're the Seattle Mariners, 41-39, couple games above 500.
Almost the same record as the Yankees. Almost. By 1 loss.
So you look at that, they had no expectations. They got guys coming in. They called up Jared Kelenic for a couple weeks, and he batted below half the Mendoza line.
Oof.
And God knows what his advanced numbers looked like.
Right.
But it was terrible, but you're 2 games above 500. Nobody had any expectations on you. Nobody hates you.
Right.
So that's fine. When you're the New York Yankees and you're 3 games above 500, playing wildly inconsistent baseball, when your division is seemingly look like more and more of a bloodbath as the years go by, the Red Sox seemingly just tore down their entire roster.
Rebuilt it.
They traded off everybody, and now they're leading the American League East. And I believe they have the best record in the American League.
They do. They're playing very well. Won 5 in a row. Well, at least the Yankees' point differential is exactly at 0. So
that is.
Hey, it could be worse. Baltimore's run differential is -112.
Okay, the thing is, you're the Orioles,
and they scored 13 runs last night. By the way, they beat down the Houston Astros.
That was funny. Yeah. I will say that was cool.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Oddly enough, I was in Houston last night unexpectedly.
Oh my God.
I was flying home from Albuquerque, New Mexico yesterday. Had a layover in Houston. Incoming flight got delayed. Missed the outgoing one back to New Jersey, so I was stuck there all last night at Cameron Woolley. And I was like, shoot, I should have gone to the game. I could have made it to the game. I forgot they were in Houston. I should have went straight from the airport to the game to witness this beatdown of the dreaded cheating Houston Astros.
Who cares anymore,
I know.
man? Who cares?
I
The Yankees
care.
are Yankees are
I
3
care.
games above 500.
I know. That's
They're getting the last laugh. As far as I'm concerned, they're getting the last laugh. In the years they haven't cheated, last year they came within 1 win of winning the pennant.
yes.
And now this year they're leading their division by 1.5 games, and
Yes.
we know that could change. We know
Sure.
how Oakland likes to do this thing in the middle of summer where they like to
they-
go on a yearly
They get
12-game
hot.
win streak.
They get hot for whatever reason.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
they get yeah. It's like whoa. They just got.
I don't know. It's just like Jonah Hill comes in the locker room, and then all of a sudden, it's just like this magic comes in, and they just go on a 12-game win streak anyway.
Jonah Hill. No, do they? They do not. Do they care? No, they do not. You want me to talk when I point at you, Cameron? Yes, you should talk.
He gets on base.
Moneyball. Yeah, what was it? He gets on base.
Okay, let's stop talking about the A's. As if the Yankees could become anywhere near as good of a front office or anywhere near as likable as they have been over the last 20 years.
Yeah. Well, the story this week, if you want to delve into this, Angels are in town, correct?
Yes, Angels are in town.
and-
Shohei
and
Ohtani
AKA
coming in.
The Shohei Ohtani show.
Just the Japanese Babe Ruth comes on in.
Yeah, it's true. Has he never played at Yankee Stadium?
No, he played Yankee Stadium
did,
in
okay.
2018.
Okay.
Every single major media outlet say he's said, this is his first game in Yankee Stadium.
It's
No.
not.
No, because I remember distinctly Masahiro Tanaka pitching against him back in 2018.
Yeah. But he crushed a pitch 117 and a half miles an hour into the, I mean, those went into the bleachers. That was a bleacher home run, correct?
I am just going to state for the record that when I was 13 years old, I was clawing for the Yankees to sign Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah. Well, they didn't.
Mostly, well, at the time, I didn't know how good he was going to be or how good he really was. But I was just saying, oh, cool.
For the record.
I was just saying it because I like Japanese players.
Yes.
It's like the Japanese players are always my favorites. Like Masahiro Tanaka, he was my favorite Yankee for the past few years.
Yep.
God, when he signed in Japan, it was devastating.
Stab in the back. Stab in the back.
Yeah,
Matsui, a hero. A legend.
Oh no,
legendary
Matsui.
Yankee.
Everyone loved Matsui.
Godzilla.
And he had the best nickname out of any.
Oh yeah.
Out of any Yankee.
Yeah.
He had my favorite nickname out of any Yankee ever. It's like if you're Japanese and you're called Godzilla.
Oh yeah.
It also helps that Godzilla happens to be one of my favorite movie franchises.
Yeah. And he crushed that pitch. All the headlines were Ohtani sends the Yankees a message.
Like what the hell? It's like what the Yankees tried signing him. He didn't want to.
Right.
He didn't want to. He just hates the Yankees for some reason. And there are players that, think of 2 guys off the top of my head. Ken Griffey Jr. and Manny Ramirez. It's like those 2 guys just hate the Yankees.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought that was an interesting headline.
Although I don't understand how you can be Japanese and hate the Yankees. Because, in Japan...
They love the Yankees.
Like my mom lived in Japan for a few years in the 90s, 96. She watched the 96 World Series in
Japan.
In Japan.
Whoa.
They love the Yankees over there.
They
Especially with Matsui and Tanaka.
Oh, sure.
They must love the Yankees over there.
They might love the Yankees more than New York loves the Yankees. Yeah, there's rabid fandom in that country. When they love
also in
something,
Japan, baseball is
king.
Baseball's king over there.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, over here, baseball's at this point, it's number 4 on the popularity charts. It's hockey's beating it out. Anyways,
That's sad.
I'm getting distracted.
I know.
I'm getting distracted.
I know.
I'm gonna go in on these guys. I've been waiting to go in on these guys for a while.
Okay, that's why we're here.
And I need to go in. Okay, so let's look at one thing. Let's go down the list of shit that I have
to vent about.
On this team.
Okay. Number 1 on the list.
Okay, number 1 on the list. Aaron Boone. It's obvious. He's the guy who's been making all these press conferences. It seems like every single week he's saying something about how, oh, the season's on the line. Oh, we need to do better. Or, oh, we need to, we know how good we can be. Or, oh, we're going through a rough stretch right now. I don't care what you say. Sure, like the comments that you make, they look good on Brian Hoke's Twitter feed, but when you look on the field, they continue to put up embarrassing performance after embarrassing performance.
Yes.
When you get swept by the Boston Red Sox,
it's not good.
It's one thing to get swept by Boston at Fenway Park. That's happened before. I've witnessed that happen. It's like multiple of the worst weekends of my life.
Sure.
Were watching the Yankees get swept at Fenway Park.
Okay.
But when you have it happen in your own house, when they go barnstorming in Yankee Stadium,
barnstorming, when they're in your house
and embarrass you, they take you to the cleaners.
They did.
That's got to say something about leadership.
Right.
Like honestly, we never knew Aaron Boone as a guy who held his players accountable, even when the team was winning over 100 games in a season.
Right. Well, who is he blaming then? Who is he holding accountable? Himself?
He's holding nobody accountable. All he's saying is that the team's fine.
Aaron Boone said,
he's not tone deaf enough.
Our season is on the line every night. What does that mean?
And then that night, that very night, they lay an egg against the Angels.
Says they're
an absolute egg.
Says they're going to talk about changes with the roster. What are you going to change?
What?
Okay.
When we talk about changes to the roster.
Yes.
Okay, so that's on to my next point.
Okay.
Like, I've milked as much from Boone as I could this entire year.
Okay.
But we look at the front office, and I've been beating around this bush for years. But Cashman, what the hell are you doing? This team has a $210 million payroll, and should probably be more. But when a team that has spent this much money on players through the last decade and have not made it to a single World Series, that says something.
Absolutely.
That's to say something about how you manage this roster. And I'm not going to go on some rant about, oh, they have too many power hitters in the lineup. Oh, they got to hit singles. They got to get guys who can steal and blah, 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 baseball boomer shit. No, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to talk about Stanton because, honestly, there are so many problems on this team that are bigger than him.
Sure.
My problem is that Brett Gardner, Clint Frazier, and Miguel Andujar are still getting reps, like, in the outfield. Like, every outfielder this year except Aaron Judge has been a black hole. I think excluding Aaron Judge...
I agree.
I think excluding Aaron Judge, the Yankees have had, production-wise, the worst offensive outfield in baseball. Other than Brett Gardner, who has a noodle of an arm, by the way, have been horrible defensively. It's like you cannot stick Miguel Andujar out in left field.
Yeah.
Who even at his natural position at third base had like a negative 30 defensive runs saved in the one full year he played there.
That's a lot.
You think playing Andujar out in left is going to do well? Literally the only thing he has is he can throw.
Yeah.
Which honestly, he probably has a mediocre arm, but after seeing Brett Gardner out there for all those years,
he looks like
he looks like freaking Ramon Laureano.
Right.
He's gunning down guys at second. Like, that's fun. But when you take horrible routes on the ball, it's like when I see a pop out that goes out to left field, my heart stops. Like, whether it be Miguel Andujar or Clint Frazier, my heart stops. Like, but a team with a $210 million payroll should not have an outfielder who makes their fans' hearts stop
who always makes
on a routine play. It's like these guys take such bad routes to the ball.
Always an adventure.
And talk about Clint Frazier.
Yes.
Like, I don't think there is any player who gets on my nerves as much as Clint Frazier. Because you look at him, he has such an ego. Such an ego. He talks about his shoe collection. He talks about his...
How does Clint Frazier get to have an ego?
Yeah, exactly. He's like Willie Mays Hayes. And I apologize to Willie Mays Hayes for the horrid comparison I am making between you and Clint Frazier. Like, I apologize to you.
Yeah.
Like his smirk, like he has a headband that's Frazier 77 on it. He has a shoe collection. He acts like he's hot shit. He's smiling after screwing up. It's like, dude.
He's batting 186. Why is he still on this team?
Because
why they put him in the lineup?
Cashman knows he screwed up. He knows he should have traded him. And instead of biting the bullet and sending him down to Scranton, which could be good for him.
Sure.
Like, we've seen stints
Sure,
in
he's
Triple
got
A.
options, right?
Like, but I assume he does. He hasn't signed a big boy contract yet. But when you look at these, like, the plays he makes, you wonder how he still remains on a Major League roster. And now I'm going back to the point I was going on before you brought up something else. Brian Cashman does this thing where he tries to force players into big situations where they can succeed.
Clint Frazier's out of minor league options. That could this explains a lot. According to Forbes magazine.
Oh, Forbes.
Yes.
Oh, well, shit. Well, that's another screw up.
Yeah. I'll confirm this, but according to Forbes, he's out of options. So,
Oh, no, but
So what are you gonna do? What can you do?
I don't know, designate him for assignment. You know, and what pisses me off the most about Brian Cashman, throughout this whole thing, is that he keeps playing scrubs like Frazier, Gardner, Odor, guys like that. Yet they have two guys in Scranton who are tearing the cover off the ball right now. And their names are Trey Ambergy and Hoijun Park. These guys, if I'm not mistaken, Hoijun Park has the highest, I think he has the highest WRC plus in AAA. If you look at it, his stats right now, he's batting .328.
Yeah.
An on-base percentage of .457.
Wow.
And OPS of over 1. You look at that, and you tell me that Rougned Odor is a better option.
No.
You're looking at that, and you're telling me
Might be time to call him up.
Might. You're telling me might. I've been calling for this guy for 3 weeks.
Wow.
And Trey Ambergy, oh my God, he's hitting well too. But the thing is, the front office, too enamored with the smell of their own shit to let these guys come up and make an impact for the Yankees. Because young energy is what this team needs. They need guys who can come up and hit well. They need guys who can come up, add some new homegrown talent. Just a cream of the crop. Bring these guys up. Let them play. If they go 0 for 20, oh well, we tried.
Yeah, send them back.
Like, send them back down. They have options. Are they a little on the older side for prospects? Yes.
25 and 26, respectively.
Judge came up when he was 25.
Yeah. Troy Emmerich hitting .343 right now, 6 home runs. OBP of .398. OPS of 1.037.
You're not going to bring up these guys. These guys.
Why?
You're not going to bring them up.
Why?
I don't know. I cannot tell you. That is something that you got to ask the Yankee front office. Because every single time that they are asked, they just beat around the bush. They beat him around the bush. It's all like, oh, well, we like the team we have, or oh, blah, 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 blah. We believe in these guys, blah, blah. Just unwarranted optimism. What have you seen that makes you optimistic about this? I'm talking to Brian Cashman. I'm not talking to you. I'm not yelling at you.
Okay.
What have you seen that makes you optimistic? Tell me. Tell me. You're looking at this. You think this is good? You think everything's going according to plan? You think this is a fully operational Death Star?
Absolutely not. No, it's not even the half. It's not even like the messed up one from.
It's not even the half-built one that's over the moon of Endor. Yeah. It's like not even over that.
Yeah.
Hell, this isn't even the one where it was like, you know, like when they were beginning to build it at the end of Revenge of the Sith. Hell, the concept plans for the Death Star and Attack of the Clones is more operational than this team.
Absolutely. Wow.
Okay, scroll up.
Okay.
Scroll up a little bit and looking at some numbers.
Okay.
These are the numbers with Hoy Park. These were a couple weeks ago, or like a few days ago. I don't know. He is top 3 in AAA East in every single, like, slash-line category.
Yeah.
And you're not going to call this kid up. You're going to continue to give Brett Gardner 5 at-bats a night already. You're going to continue to let Rougned Odor screw up every single night.
Why?
You're going to continue to let him kill rallies instead of call up this phenom who is 2 weeks behind on being called up. Frankly, you could have told me 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Well, I don't get it.
Like, Brian Cashman thinks he can find another Luke Voigt and Gio Urshela in Rougned Odor. It's like, what do you think is going to come out of that?
I think he's had.
Like
I think he's had his chance.
Like, this team, like, what leads you to think that there's nothing that can be done? We have options right here. And if you don't want to, and there's not even an excuse to not make a trade. There's no excuse to not even make a trade.
Yeah.
Because you could say, oh, like, we got guys here. Then call them up. Do it. You got nothing to lose. This team's already an embarrassment. They're already the biggest disappointment in American sports in 2021. You're not going to call these guys up? Come on, dude. Oh my God. We're coming to a conclusion that we should have come to a while ago. When they hired Aaron Boone, this ESPN analyst, to become their next manager and lead them through a championship window. They have become complacent. They don't think they need to do anything. They think that they are fine. They think that a bunch of rah-rah talks and press conferences are going to help when the product on the field doesn't nearly resemble the energy that they're showing in press conferences.
Yeah.
Honestly, if the Yankees miss playoffs, I'm not even sure if they fire Boone or Cashman.
Probably, most likely no.
Because sure, Boone's contract expires after this year, but they're just going to look at the 200-win seasons and say, "Oh, this year was a fluke."
Yeah.
They'll say, "Oh, that was," and it will come at that point where I will officially lose all faith in the Yankees front office. Did you see the moves that they make? Nearly all of them backfire.
It seems like it so far. Yeah.
Jameson Taillon.
Yeah. Not
like a majority. Actually, damn near all of the pitchers they've acquired have blown up in their face. Starting back, Sonny Gray.
Yep.
Sonny Gray. We know how that went.
Yep. Yeah.
J Happ.
Yep.
He was all right he was really good in the second half of 2018. God, he was getting consideration for starting the wild card game.
Yep.
Then you go down to 2019, Paxton. He was all right.
Yep.
Couldn't get out of the first inning though. In 2020, he lost damn near everything on his fastball and screwed up his back or his hip or whatnot. He didn't contribute to much.
Yep.
Garrett Cole. Looking at him, he's a question. All of the sticky stuff that's come out, who knows? He might have robbed us of $36 million due to Spire Attack. Well, that's not money that you can bring off the books. What
right.
you think they can trade that?
Yeah, you mean this year, by the way? 36 mil this year. Oh,
no, 36 million for the next 8 years.
Yes.
No. I'm going to be done with college. Well done with college. I'm going to have a job.
By the time he's done with that contract, yes.
Yes. I'm going to be in my late 20s by the time that contract is up. Or my mid-20s or whatever. I don't know. But I've lost track of everything.
Yes.
But who knows with him? You're thinking... Like, I'm starting to think that he's kind of a bit of a sticky stuff fraud, isn't he? Is he not?
Well, I mean, apparently he needs it to grip the ball, so...
Is he not? Like, is he not a fraud? Like, you're looking at this stretch of starts. He hasn't impressed me. Sure, in the games where he's gone deep, hasn't impressed me. The strikeout numbers aren't there.
They're down. They're way down.
Yeah, they're way down. It's like night and day.
Yeah.
He's given up a lot of hard contact. And that hard contact comes to bite you in the ass sooner or later when you play a team like Boston.
Sure.
Who doesn't particularly miss on mistakes.
They didn't last weekend, no.
You look at a guy like Jameson Taillon. God knows what he's going to turn into. He's been terrible so far. Even the pitching prospects, Davy Garcia, he looks like a dud.
He's been getting rocked lately, correct? I got to look up the numbers, but
yes, in AAA, he's been horrible.
Not been great.
Yeah, little Pedro Martinez, right?
Domingo, not looking great.
Domingo Herman.
4-5, 4.33
I would make a joke about how hard he's getting hit and comparisons to that, but I'm not going to go there.
It's too easy.
I think it's too easy. It's
too
a
easy.
layup.
Too easy.
But where the hell are you going to go? It's like you're going to look at me and tell me this team's good? This garbage that we just mentioned. This isn't what good teams do.
No.
This is what good front offices do.
This is a mediocre team right here.
Yes, this team is mediocre. They're inconsistent.
500 ball.
They're inconsistent, and for the expectations that they have for the roster on paper, this is an embarrassment. And everybody from baseball to everywhere should be laughing at these guys. They should be tarring and feathering them because they are a joke. If I was not if I could pick any year to be a Mets fan, it would be this one.
Yeah.
Because the Mets lead their Mickey Mouse division, and the Yankees are terrible. Even on nights where the Mets lose, you can just watch the Yankees lose.
Yeah.
And also, that's what Mets fans live for anyway, watching the Yankees lose.
Yes, they do. More than anybody else.
And sure, it's sad and rent-free, but it's the truth. They got Yankees have a series coming up with the Mets this weekend, I believe. Who knows how bad that's going to be. Looking at, like, this team, this is garbage. It's mortifying garbage. And once again, I say to Brian Cashman.
It is a weekend series at home against the Mets, July 4th weekend. How livid are you if they get swept?
I come in well, I'm going to be away next week. Okay. I don't know if I'll come in the week after.
Okay. I mean, you can call in and vent for a little bit. And then, I hate this team. I hate this team. I hate this team. Click.
Yes. But if they get swept by the Mets, so help me God.
It could happen. Well, what's to be done then? What short term? What can be done?
All you can do right now.
We're almost at the All-Star break, mind you. We're almost halfway there.
All you can do right now, realistically, is call up Hoy Park and Trey Amergy.
Okay.
That's literally all you can do. Like, what? You think Cashman has the balls to make a trade right now? I wouldn't make a trade right now. I'd retool. I'd do a little retool, you know? Ship some guys out, bring some guys in. Mix it up.
Yeah.
Fill out left field and right field, or left field and center field, or whatever.
Yes. Step number one.
Yes. Fill out 2/3 of the outfield.
Improve that outfield.
But the thing is, they're not going to spend the money. You think House Steinbrenner wants to pay the luxury tax? I swear.
This sounds so weird.
This front office.
It doesn't
this
sound
front
weird.
office treats the luxury tax like it's a hard salary cap.
Yeah.
When honestly, the luxury tax is about as soft as a cap as you can get.
It sounds weird. Those words sound weird coming out of your mouth. They don't want to spend money. The Yankees.
Well, they don't want to spend money.
The New York Yankees.
They don't
want to spend money.
They don't.
What kind of world are we living in?
This one.
What kind of?
I wonder what simulation number this is.
Yes, I know. What version or the Matrix are we living in right now?
Like what?
I'm looking at the.
I need to talk to the goddamn timekeepers right now and see what the hell is going on.
Where's the architect? I'm looking at the box score from Sunday when they lost to the Red Sox, 9-2.
Embarrassing.
Garrett Cole pitched that day. Gave it 3 home runs, 5 earned runs. Higashioka's personal catchers in the lineup. Gary Sanchez nowhere to be seen.
Oh my God. Okay, let me just say.
Does this make sense?
Let me just say one thing to Garrett Cole.
Not true. He pitched hit. He did pinch hit. So he'd pinch hit. He came in as catcher later on.
I want to say one thing.
After Cole was out of the game. Yes.
Garrett, you are getting paid a handsome sum of money to pitch for the New York Yankees. First, Okay, first you pitched well when you had the stuff. Now, they take the stuff away.
Right.
You're pitching like dog shit. That loses your excuse to have Kyle Higashioka as your catcher. You have Gary Sanchez, who's hitting like he's Thurman Munson right now. Then, you continue to have Kyle Higashioka when it's proven that he doesn't affect your pitching stats for anything.
And batting 198.
Garrett, you need, and this is such a boomer thing to say,
Okay.
and I don't like to say as much,
Okay.
but you need to man up and grow a goddamn pair
And just
let
throw-
your superstar catcher catch.
Yes. The best player on the team right now.
You need to nut up and let him catch. For just a few games. No, not a few games. Forever. Let him
Right.
catch.
Right.
He's catching your starts now.
Yes.
Gabish! Gabish!
Yeah.
You are such a prima donna. Oh my God. He needs to catch your starts now. There is no exception. No
No,
statistic.
I agree.
There
I
is
agree.
no statistic
this
that
make-
proves.
This makes no sense.
No statistic that proves that
makes no
Kyle
sense.
Higashioka is undisputedly a better catcher for Garrett Cole and Gary Sanchez. Sure, is Higashioka's framing one of the best in the business? Yes. Yes, it is. But does it make up for the other black hole in the lineup?
Still need those at bats. You need the offense.
Yes, you need
Of the
offense
hottest-
anywhere that you can get.
Player on the Yankees.
Yes, you need that. And you're preventing them from doing that.
Yes.
You're preventing them
He
from
needs to
doing
be.
that.
He needs to be the starting line every day. There's no
Yes.
question. No
There's
question.
no reason for
Absolutely
Gary
no
Sanchez not to be in
question.
the starting lineup.
1,000% asinine decision. That's a quick fix.
Yes, that
That's easy.
it may not do much. It won't do much.
It'll get him
But-
in the lineup. It'll get him, it'll get him more at bats.
Get
Which,
more bats. Like that's detrimental to a player that's hitting really well.
I agree.
And thank God it's not doing much to him.
No.
And this brings me to my next problem.
Okay.
When Cole does pitch, why is Stanton still DHing? He is an average fielder in left. He gets hurt anyways when he DHs.
Right, but he's not an invalid. He can play. He can play.
Just let him hit. Or let him go out in the outfield. I get that. Oh, we're working up to that spot. Shut up. You put him out there and left. He's done it before. He's been all right at it.
Yeah.
He's better than Andujar defensively. He's better than Frazier defensively. Just put him out there.
Yeah.
He gets hurt anyway when he only hits. So what the hell does it matter?
Gary Sanchez hit 3 home runs last week, by the way. So, just for the record.
Yes.
Just for the record.
Yeah, just what the hell?
Yeah,
is
I don't understand why he wouldn't be out there
I don't know.
every day starting somewhere.
And this is an easy fix. Like, if you want Cole to be you want Cole's personal catcher and you want Sanchez's bat to be in left, Stanton in left for 1 day a week.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
let-
he can,
that
I think
doesn't
he can
even need
handle it.
He doesn't even need to be the everyday left fielder.
No, which
Doesn't
he
even-
won't. Which he won't be. But
Doesn't even need to be the everyday left fielder. Just
Yeah.
like once a week.
yeah,
Once a week, you have him out there and left.
yeah.
And you have Sanchez DH. It's like, well, with that, a quick fix. Quick fix, but they're not
Easy.
doing it.
Easy.
They're not doing it.
Easy. I couldn't.
So what the
You will
hell?
see results.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's to be done about the pitching? Starting pitching.
Who the hell knows what's
Okay.
going to be done with the starting pitching? I don't. The starting pitching is just I
It's-
can't even get to that. We'll get to that another week.
Yeah.
Good
Also
God.
inconsistent.
Yes. And I'm gonna leave this one final eruption
Okay.
for all these guys. And I said this
Okay.
last year. All the press conferences, all the stuff, the performance. I say this one thing. Your job security relies on the performance of this team.
I don't think they've realized that. Yeah, I don't think they've realized. Well, obviously, I don't think they've realized it.
Okay, I'm done talking about the Yankees for now.
I think they don't.
I'm done talking about the
Is,
Yankees for now. Good.
Yeah, when's
Lord.
training camp start?
I don't know when the hell training camp
Training
starts. I don't know what the hell. Oh my god, dude, it's making me sweat on an already hot day.
Well,
Sweat.
it's like 100 degrees out. So
Yes, it is like 100 degrees.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get to some Devils news real quick.
oh
Something-
yeah, we got
something
Devils
absolute-
news.
Yes, Devils news. For once,
What did I miss? I was out of town.
if you that headline right there.
Oh, Scott O'Neill stepping down as CEO. Whoa. Okay.
It's a good
Stepping
stuff.
stepping away to pursue other new opportunities. Okay.
Don't let the door hit you. Don't let the door
Yeah.
hit you in the ass on your way out,
So
you
he's-
bum. Okay, so
His 8 years hasn't really done much. So
okay, let me just read the
go for it.
Let me just read the social media.
Okay, Scott O'Neill.
Scott O'Neill gone. Very good.
Huh.
Okay, so it's a. I think there's a press release for something.
So yeah, news for front office news. No, I didn't see this. Well, when did this happen?
Okay, so this is
Okay.
this is the press release that the Devils put out
Okay.
via their Twitter account. Thank you, Scott O'Neill. 8 amazing years. What an incredible run. Thank you for your leadership, vision, and commitment to our organization. Our fans in the city of Newark, your legacy here is helping build a world-class organization and culture. We are forever grateful for your impact and will be rooting for you in your next chapter. Fuck you. So, what the hell? What are you talking about? What do you mean by world 8 amazing years? If I'm not mistaken, 8 years goes back to 2013. Since 2013, we are on our 3rd rebuild since 2013.
Yes.
We have made the playoffs once.
They've only had 2 winning records since then. So
I mean, yeah, 8 years, 3 rebuilds, 1 Taylor Hall induced playoff appearance that led to a loss in round 1.
unfortunately, yes.
And just, oh my God,
See this all over here at DNQs did not qualify.
DNQs.
And then one round 1 loss. Yeah.
And for the most of the 2000s, the Devils have been losing in the 1st or 2nd round.
Yeah. Yeah, sad but true.
Yeah, there's so much bad. And there's been so much to unpack with how bad this team has been in the last few years.
Yeah.
And whatnot. It's
Well, yeah. So good riddance then.
good riddance. Bozo.
What's with all the BS in the press release? It's like, all right, see you
I
later.
don't know. It's
See you
like,
later.
What culture? It's like you look at the culture.
Yeah.
World class culture.
All right.
Like,
Well,
what culture is there to, like, what world class culture are you referring to?
right. Well, all right. Well, that's one change enacted. So let's keep
good.
keep going. Let's keep
And
going.
according, a little birdie has told me, I got a guy.
On the
who's-
inside.
No, I've got a guy who's
Okay.
got a guy.
Okay.
Allegedly. Now, don't hold me to this. I don't want
Okay.
anyone to
I will
hold me
not
to
put
this.
you to. Okay. That.
Apparently, Tom Fitzgerald is getting an extension.
Okay.
It's going to be a 3-year extension, and that, if that is true, that is great.
Yep.
Because in all the rebuilds that they've tried, this has gone really well. Like, the prospects that have come up, like Ty Smith recently made the all-rookie team, which is great. I mean, geez, all the
All right. Got a good draft pick coming up.
yeah, 4th overall.
the-
You have Luke Hughes, who could be there.
Yeah. Players are on the young side.
They're really young. Oh my God, they have I think they have an average roster age of 24. I think the
Wow. Okay.
oldest.
So some of them could break out.
I mean, there are some guys that have already kind of
Yeah.
established themselves as like everyday players. You know, like Like, you think guys like Yannick Kuokkanen, Igor Sharangovich,
Yeah.
Ty Smith, and even guys coming up like Alex Holtz,
Yep.
Dawson Mercer,
Yep.
Guys like Kevin Ball, Riley Walsh, he's still down in the minors, Nolan Foote, Tyce Thompson.
Yeah. Well, the goal is to get the Devils into this playoff bracket that I'm looking at right now. Which
Okay,
yeah.
so I just want to toast to the Islanders real quick. Those
You gotta give it up for them. You gotta give it up. It pained me to see them lose. They
there are rarely any occasions where watching a sporting event like hurts, like emotionally hurts.
for another team.
Yeah, for another team. That game 5 where they lost 8-0, like hurt.
Yeah, but what did they
Because
do?
I was just thinking, and I talked about this last week, but like when I think about the old Devils on the rush, like Andy Green, Travis Zajac, Kyle Palmieri, those guys have been through so much punishment with the Devils.
Sure.
Like a directionless organization. They finally go on a team that has shit figured out.
Yep. Talent.
Coaching, stuff that they didn't have.
Right.
Like for their whole careers.
They're this close.
This close, and then they
close.
lay an egg in Game 7. They get Vasilevsky.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you gotta give it up. You get beat down 8-0, you come back and two goals down, and you win in
3-2
overtime. Yeah.
in
Game 6.
overtime.
Force a Game 7.
And they lose in Game 7.
It's,
Oh my
yeah, it's
God.
tough. Lose 1-0. You know, Tampa Bay
I
just.
wasn't like this last weekend. I wasn't watching any sports, which is like I didn't watch the entire Yankees Red Sox series because for two of
Well, it's
them,
a good thing, I guess.
well, for 2 of them, I was at grad parties.
Oh yeah.
As it's grad party season, everyone's graduating, and
Yeah.
I got people that I know. They're
Well, it's a
graduating.
good thing you didn't watch. You just would have tortured yourself.
Oh yeah, I watched the game through Twitter highlights, and I remember like one of the people at one of the parties they were like, "Oh yeah, I'm an Islanders fan," and this was after they lost, and I'm like, and it was like I was breaking a death of a family member. Then I'm like, now listen, I don't know how to tell you this.
Yeah, and this is really gonna be hard for you to hear, but well, they lost.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I know you're really close to them.
Yeah,
It's just
I
like,
know. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It was
I'm
a
here
tough
for
year,
you.
but yeah, yeah. If you wanna vent, I'm here. But yeah, you gotta give it up though. You
Yeah.
give it up, and you know, hey, yeah.
Poor
I mean,
Andy Green and Travis Zajac.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, just even hit hit the finals this year would have been nice, but may possibly win.
Maybe, I don't know, Montreal is... Like, I don't know, even though they're down 1-0, they got smacked in Game 1. Game 2 is tonight.
It is, but
I believe Game 2 is tonight.
They did get smacked down 5-0. I gotta think Montreal's gotta be pretty tired right now too. To be honest with you.
They just played Vegas and... Vegas. Oh, lol, Vegas. Oh, my God. How do you become an expansion team in 3 years?
Yeah, you make
into
it. You make it to
like 3 years
quarterfinals. Yeah.
No, 3 years into your existence, your fan base already becomes so insufferable that you become one of the most disliked
already.
teams in hockey. Like, nobody likes Vegas. Absolutely nobody likes them. Which is hilarious, and I love that nobody likes them.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the early hate already. This.
Well, yeah, because
this
I remember
suiting
there
to
was
the
this,
franchise.
I think it was some Twitter account named like Las Vegas Local or something like that. Said there is nothing harder than being a Vegas Golden Knights fan. I just said, I'm like, I nearly Googled how to strangle someone through a computer screen. I'm just like, you. I was about to do the Bart Simpson.
Why you little? Yeah. I mean, how boring is this if Tampa Bay wins?
Yeah, it's boring.
Yeah, I would love to see I would love to see Montreal pull this off.
Especially see Carey Price and Shea Weber win
Yes.
the Stanley Cup.
Exactly.
Honestly, dude, when I saw Montreal beat Vegas, it felt like a fever dream. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, in 6
Like,
games too, by the way.
I'm like, these guys actually, they're going to the Stanley Cup final.
Montreal, the Habs. Go Habs, go.
I'm sitting there, I'm like, what? A team that has Jeff Petrie as a first-line defenseman is going to the Stanley Cup final? But I won't say anything. But like, Jeff Petrie has been great.
Yeah.
Apparently, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping Montreal can fight back. It was not a
Hey.
great game yesterday, but I think that got some fight in them.
Hey, dude. Dude, they have a Hulk. Remember, they have a Hulk. They have Carey Price.
Yes, they do have a. We have a Hulk. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Good point. Good point. Yeah. Well, it all comes down to this. I mean, they have the whole nation of Canada, probably half of America behind them. So
And also, it would be funny to see Leafs fans seethe. Like, seethe some more.
it would be, yes. It would be for sure. Yeah. Well, yeah. Again, hats off to the Devils 2.0, aka the New York Islanders.
Yeah.
Came close, and
Yeah.
we've all been there.
Yeah.
We've all felt that pain
We've been
for
there.
sure. Yeah.
Me with the Yankees, I felt it a lot recently.
Yep.
Like
Absolutely. Absolutely.
that. I've never witnessed the Giants go on any, like,
Oh, that.
fallen short, deep playoff
No,
runs.
no. They
Because
definitely.
most of the times
They
when they go
played
on
spoiler though.
most of the time when they go on deep playoff runs, they typically win the Super Bowl, or by the time they play in the Super Bowl, they're playing with house money.
Right.
Except in 2000. Actually, there was no football in 2000. Never mind. There was no football.
No.
The Super Bowls went, like, it went 31, 32, 33, 34, 36. 35 never happened. There was no Super Bowl 35. That was a glitch in the Matrix. That never happened.
Yeah. Didn't happen.
Like Kerry Collins starting in the Super Bowl. Yeah, like that would ever happen.
Yeah. Didn't happen.
Not on my timeline.
Didn't happen. Oh. Do you think you'll be at a Yankees game this year?
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
Will you go see the Devils this year?
One of my friends has been talking about going to a game for
Okay.
a while.
I'd like to go
Honestly,
back.
Honestly, if, like, I know that they're bad and I'd like to go when I'm in, like, when I'm in my apathetic stage. Like, not the game we went to, because we still kind of had expectations.
Sure. Oh yeah. Well, I'm still I'm still mad about that. I'm
Dude.
still mad. It's like 2 years ago.
Dude,
I'm still mad about that.
and we had amazing seats.
We
Right
did-
up on the glass.
We did glass seats.
We were leading 2-1.
They weren't even my seats. You're like, hey, I got extras down here. I was like, dude, all right. Yeah.
Met up at the first intermission.
We felt.
Did that picture. That was my Twitter banner for years.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look, yeah, it was cool. We met at the game and then ended up sitting with each other. That was cool. That was a fun.
And then
night.
I yelled.
You did?
You are a factory of sadness.
Yeah, you got some laughs. Well, they were down like what 4-2 at that
No,
point.
after the game, it was like
Oh, after
nearly
the game.
empty arena. You are a factory of sadness. And I remember I commented that on the Devils Instagram page. And I've said, "Hey, I'm the guy at the Rock who yelled, 'You are a factory of sadness,' and I got a few likes on it,
Yeah.
because I'm pretty sure they heard me.
I mean, it wasn't that loud when you said it was pretty empty. So yeah, I think they heard you. Did it work? Did it do anything? Absolutely not.
No,
No, they still played
I
terrible.
thought they would have like given me a temp ban from the Rock.
No, man, they need your money.
I thought they would have given me.
They need your money and your merchandise dollars.
Yes,
Yeah,
but I've already bought enough shit from them.
that's what I feel. I got a lot of devil stuff too.
All this money I put into this team.
Yeah, although they did give me a jersey, so I can't complain about.
Yeah,
that.
they gave you a custom
They
jersey.
did give me a custom jersey, which hangs proudly at a Shared Universe podcast studio. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great jersey. It's the first thing I see when I walk in. I sit there and I think, I'm like, oh my god, dude, that's still so cool.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. NBA playoffs, you've been watching?
NBA playoffs. I mean, I've been paying attention because these are fun. Like, these are actually fun. There's no LeBron,
Yeah, it's just
no nothing. It's all mostly likable players. Like, when you look at these players, you'd say, okay, I'd be fine if this guy won a ring.
yeah.
Like Trae Young, I'd be okay if he won a ring. Giannis, of course I'd love him to win a ring.
Yeah,
Chris Paul,
Sure.
He's been trying for
years. Many years.
He deserves to win a ring. Devin Booker, he deserves to win a ring.
Yeah.
The Clippers, Paul George is kind of a weirdo, but I don't know, playoff P, pandemic P, whatever.
Yeah.
Whichever one comes, I'd be okay if he won a ring.
As if this recording, Suns are up 3-2, and
they are one game
Bucks,
away.
Hawks.
But Tyronn Lue is the Clippers head coach, so 3-1 deficits are a specialty.
I mean, history would prove. History, will it repeat itself? Yeah, we'll see.
Who knows? It's the Suns.
We'll see.
These are 4 teams that are notorious for choking that are all in.
Oh, yeah, but they're all in the, they're all still there, so.
Yeah, they're all still
So who
there.
choked first?
Yeah, who chokes first? Is
Who
it going
chokes
to be
first?
Atlanta? Is it going to be Atlanta that chokes?
Very,
I still don't get how the 76ers managed to out-choke Atlanta.
That's a good point.
Atlanta? Really?
Yeah.
You blow a lead to Atlanta? That's their job, to blow games.
We've seen that many times, but one time in particular, which is particularly memorable.
28-3 is still the greatest meme in the history of sports. It's number one.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Apparently the Yankees put out a terrible lineup.
Okay, who do we got tonight against this is the Angels Yankees rubber match?
No, it's not a rubber match.
It's not a rubber match.
Oh my God.
Who are they trotting out? Oh, it's a 4-game series. Okay.
Okay, I just want to look at this garbage. 'Cause I swear to God, I am about to lose my shit.
Yeah, who are they trotting out there tonight? And Cameron Woolley is
What?
Please enlighten me. I do not have it in front of me.
No Judge and no Urshela?
Okay.
This comes from Meredith Morakovitz, apparently, quote-unquote, just a day. It's like, how can you say your season is on the line and then bench 2 of your best hitters?
You can't. You cannot.
How?
Why?
Do they care? Do they
Why
care?
are you? Now it's. I mean, you guys almost at the halfway mark, right? Right. It's got to be at like. No, this is an old account. Why? Yeah. Why? Why?
This is so
why?
bad. This is an embarrassment.
Why?
This is so bad. This team, my God. Pan. Just. Pan.
Well, I got nothing. I got nothing. Why are you sitting judge? Why are you sitting judge? You're 3 games above 500. You're in 4th place. Does he need
with Shohei Ohtani on the mound?
Yes.
On the other side.
Right. You need every gun you have in the arsenal,
Yes.
right?
You need guns. You need God to help fix this shit.
Right.
And by God, I mean Gene Michael and Joe Girardi.
Yeah. Interesting.
My God.
Interesting. Well, good luck. Good luck. Good luck, guys.
My God. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going
Twitter
to some-
is exploding. Sitting Judge and Gio. What a joke! I thought we were trying to win. I mean, yeah.
Man. Okay, so let's move on to some other stuff.
Okay, what do you got?
Even though it is our 4th of July episode and I'm sporting my
Yes.
ironic Ronald Reagan
Your
t-shirt
Ronnie
with
your Ronnie shirt.
There somebody who made the shirt, but "Don't tread on me" on Ronald Reagan's
Yes.
forearms, and had zero understanding of the irony behind it. But anyways, let's talk about, even though we are Americans and we could not care less about what Europe thinks. The Euros going on. I've
Sure.
been watching a little bit. I just want to talk about a couple of countries that have been really funny.
Okay.
Just
Go
look
for
up
it.
look up the bracket. Look
Okay.
up the Euro 2020
All right.
bracket. Like, it is so funny.
Okay.
Okay, so the first country I kind of want to laugh at.
Is.
Let's talk about Germany.
Okay.
Remember back in 2014, Germany on top of the goddamn world. They win the World Cup. It's great.
Top of the world, yes.
They beat Argentina. They embarrassed Brazil. One of the funniest. That's another good sports meme. That Germany being Brazil
Yes.
7-1 in the World Cup. That was funny. And then remember the last World Cup. I mean, they didn't even make it past group stages. Because I remember my dad took me to all the way up in Hoboken. He took me up to the German beer garden there.
Yep. Mhm.
Like a German beer hall.
Right, the beer hall.
And we watched the World Cup. Saw Germany play Mexico, and I remember I had a great time because I was just sitting there I had my dad's. He was German friends were there. And
Yep.
we were watching, and everyone was rooting for Germany because
Sure.
it was a German bar.
Yep.
And in the Northeast, basically everyone's European.
Yep.
And it's like, hey, Germany. Also, the USA's big soccer rival is Mexico.
Yes.
And I watched as Germany lost to Mexico, and I remember just sitting there and being like, this team won the World Cup last time? It's like,
Yeah,
what the hell
what
is
happened?
this? I think we're getting to that point again where Germany is just laying low. They're down, and everything is just bad. And England, they're going up against England in the round of 16,
Yep.
a team that they've beat up on, and then England beats them 2-0. And I was watching the game yesterday morning. I was rooting for Germany because as an American, it's my natural impulse to root
Right.
against England.
Sure.
And I remember just watching as England beat them, and I'm just like, oh my god.
Here we go again.
I'm like, oh dude, it's like. Although to be fair, England has actually done really well. I remember in the last World Cup, the big story, other than, Croatia somehow making it to the finals, was England. And we were one game short of an England versus France World Cup final. You want to talk about historical rivalries, England and France.
Sure.
And that goes back to King Louis the...
Which one?
Yeah, this goes back many King Louis.
Sure.
But yeah, England, it's little Germany. It's like...
Yep, beat him 2-0.
So it's like World War...
2-0.
It's like both World Wars. England beating
Combined.
Germany. Both World Wars. Although the other country that I want to laugh at,
Is, okay, country number 2
even more funny,
is,
the reigning World Cup champions, France, had a
yes,
3-1 lead, and then France surrendered it to Switzerland, and they lost on penalties. I think Mbappe missed one of the penalties, and it's embarrassing if you think about it. It's reigning World Cup champion. You're going into the second biggest international soccer tournament, and then you lose to Switzerland. It's hard to make a war reference when talking about a game that involved neutral the country.
Right.
But France they really surrendered that one.
they did. No doubt. Man, how do you blow a 3-1 lead?
Hey, Glass Joe came from France for a reason. Like half the fun about all these soccer tournaments is I get to make edgy. It's like I'm a 17-year-old kid who grew up on the internet. All I know, like half of my sense of humor is war jokes.
Yep.
And I just get to like every single time I like during the World Cup and the Euros. The Euros, it's more easy to make war references because, like in recent history, Europe have been the big conflicts. It's like when you're watching the Copa America, you can't make much jokes about wars that go on in like, I don't know, Central America. I don't know what the hell. But like in the Euros, it's super easy because every single one of these countries has been in has been in a big war. But
Yep. Yeah.
And
in one way or the other.
And what would have made this perfect is if Italy was going up against Greece and they lost. Although personally, I'm rooting for Italy because I'm in New Jersey.
Sure, a lot of Italians here.
Yes, I'm Italian. Like Italy is whenever America inevitably gets kicked out of the World Cup wherever, it's Italy, and they're always the team that I root for.
Yeah. Well, they beat Austria, facing down Belgium. So.
Oh my God, dude! And Italy they were tied with Austria in like that by the 89th minute.
Yep. Pulled it out.
And they scored another goal in extra time.
Pulled it out. Can't always blown up, ladies and gentlemen.
And yeah, it's just my mom was texting me.
Oh, right on.
She was wondering where I was.
Oh, she knows. Ma, I'm trying to do a show here, Ma. Ma, come on, dinner's ready. I'm trying to do a show.
It's like I like these soccer tournaments. Like it's underrated. It's like even though I'm American and like we're the only country that calls it soccer. It's like it's always fun.
It's a worldwide major sport.
And honestly, dude, like if the U.S. qualifies for the World Cup the next time around, which they should, a team with Christian Pulisic on it should.
Always,
if I'm not mistaken,
up for debate, but yes.
If I'm not mistaken, a team with multiple players in the Premier League, when you have the 10 for Chelsea, the starting midfielder or one of the backs for Juventus, who starts alongside Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yes.
A goalie who played in the Champions League. And a few guys on different other clubs, guys who are on Barcelona, Dortmund, other like big Euro clubs like that. If I'm not mistaken, you should be able to beat Trinidad this time.
I mean, yes.
You should be able to.
You would think so.
Yeah, you'd think.
You would think.
God, dude.
Yeah, no love.
Like there's embarrassing moments in international sports. Then there's that.
Sure, absolutely.
I remember that was. Yeah, I'm rooting for Italy. It's like I remember I was watching the Italy-Austria game with my dad, and it was. We were sitting there, and then my dad's like, "Oh yeah, like Italians, they're dramatic as hell. They probably got to be sitting on the bench sweating right now."
Yeah, pulled it out 2-1.
Actually, sorry, the game did go to extra time.
Yep,
they scored in the 95th minute.
Yep.
And the 105th minute before Austria scored in the 114th.
Yep.
And I remember I was sitting there. It's like, oh my God, every TV in the Vatican has to be playing this game.
Probably. Even
they're praying.
They've got God behind them, I guess. So
yeah. Although the Pope is.
Oh right, yeah, he's.
I think he's like Argentinian or something like that.
That's a good question.
Argentina.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the Pope isn't Italian.
No.
So.
No, but he's in Italy, so come on, yeah, root for the home team, man.
Yeah,
Right?
like every TV in the Vatican had that.
Sure.
It's like everyone in Italy was watching that.
Yeah. Well, good luck to everybody who's left. Belgium, Italy, Switzerland, Spain, Ukraine.
To Belgium, Italy.
The Ukraine, she is weak.
Yeah, when the Ukraine defeated Sweden. Let's see if they can beat England. That would be hilarious.
Yeah. Czech Republic and Denmark. That's what you're looking
Yeah,
at.
the
here.
Ukraine got to hold off on the Pripyat jokes for a bit.
Yeah.
Like Spain and Croatia, just like, oh my god, dude, both World Cup finalists were knocked out in the
Yep.
round of 16.
Yep.
Euros. Though to be fair, it's Spain.
Sure. Yeah.
It's one thing to lose to Switzerland, it's another to lose to Spain.
Yeah.
Like losing to Spain is not humiliating.
Right. Oh. All right. You got anything else? Any mailbag? Anything?
I mean, some gaming
feedback?
news. My gaming news.
Oh,
My mom
gaming
told
news.
me to take my time.
Oh, okay. Hey.
One of the most long-awaited games has finally gotten a quote-unquote
Whoa, a release date?
confirmation
We got
for
a release date? What do we got?
Apparently, like if you look at GameSpot, if you look at it like GameSpot, it's been their top tweet. Mind you, it is the year 2021.
Oh. Whoa.
So yeah,
GTA 6.
GTA 6
Whoa.
is apparently confirmed for 2025.
Okay. So, all right. We got to wait 4 years. What year is it? Got to wait 4 years. All right.
4 years for GTA 6.
It's a long time, dude.
You better be able to travel the whole goddamn planet in this.
I
don't want to be held to. Then when GTA 5 launched, it was 2013.
Mm-hmm. That's a long gap.
We're probably gonna get in our console generation by then. Actually, no, we're not gonna get in our console generation.
In
The last one lasted.
Went pretty long.
Yeah, the last one was pretty long. The technology isn't really.
Oh, like advancing that exponentially.
Yeah, it's like it's.
Right. It's not like every year.
The technology, I don't know if it's gonna get more. I don't know if it's gonna get better. I mean, we keep saying that the technology is capped out. Like, well, oh my god! Like, I remember when 1080p was the.
I was like, oh my, holy crap!
It's like, oh my god, 1080p. This is about as good as it gets. Oh my god, this is like people would play GoldenEye and they'd think that it's like
that was it.
People like in GoldenEye, granted, it's like people thought GoldenEye was like the best thing to ever be invented. Meanwhile, you're playing an FPS on a Nintendo 64 controller.
Sure, definitely revolutionary though.
Oh no, of course it was the first big FPS on a console, but that's not saying it was a good game for the platform it was on. A good game, just terrible platform.
Yeah. Cyberpunk 27 saying it's finally at a satisfactory level of stability.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Okay. Yeah.
Dude,
like over a year after it came out.
Like what the hell? It's like no, Cyberpunk came out only a few months ago.
Okay. It seemed
Cyberpunk. No, it was a game that I tell you, developers, like especially AAA developers, go through this all the damn time. They get hyped for their games, and then all of them just get on the hype train too quick, and then they pump out the release date. It's like Cyberpunk could have taken another year to develop.
Sure. No one would have batted an eye.
No one would have batted
Get it right.
Yes, get it right. Like,
Yeah.
Like it's an excuse that so many people in the developers, like they all use it to. They use the excuses of patches and updates and DLC.
Hey, come on, you gotta get it right the first time.
And especially Destiny. Oh my god, Activision did so much harm. Like, if you want to piss me off, like, if you want to name a game company that pisses me off, just think about Activision. Like, my favorite game ever was split into so many paywalls because of Activision. They had everything scrapped, and it took years.
Yep.
Years of negotiating to get Activision out. Now, all of a sudden, oh my god, with Bungie's writers in charge of it again, Destiny actually has a believable narrative now.
Yep.
With, like, good characters.
Hey, better late than never, right?
Yeah. I think it's an excuse. It's an excuse that developers use. It's like, oh, we have expansions, DLC. It's like back in, like, on the Wii. When I bought Mario Kart Wii, there were no patches. There was no way they could patch
it worked. It just worked. It was good.
The game didn't work. It was broken.
Right.
But that was what made it great. Like, if they ever remaster Mario Kart Wii, they're going to remove all the glitches because
Sure.
Nintendo isn't fun like that.
No.
They're going to remove everything fun about that. They're going to fix the checkpoint system. And I'm not going to buy it. Although there is one remaster that I'm going to... There are a couple remasters that I'm actually, like, kind of going to buy.
Yeah.
The Pokemon, the Sinnoh remakes, they're finally coming out with Diamond and Pearl remakes, but the art style is weird. One remake that I actually am super excited for, though, is Sonic Colors. The game came out in 2010, and like, it's such an underrated... You want to talk about an underrated... Not just a Sonic game, but a game for the Wii.
Yeah, September 7th, 2021. It
does
look cool.
No, all the Sonic games always have good art styles,
Yeah.
good music.
Cool.
Like, everything works.
Awesome. Any more gaming news? That's pretty big, though.
I mean,
That's pretty big. All right. Gee, it's 2025.
GTA 6, like,
I'm old, man.
My God,
I'm gonna be
I
old.
remember like being 10 years old and watching like Vanoss play GTA 5 and just being like, oh man, I wish I could play that. My mommy won't let me.
Yeah. Now we're waiting for GTA 6. That's cool.
I'm just like still waiting for GTA 6. Although honestly, GTA 5, I don't have any friends that play it.
No, yeah, so...
Like what the hell is the point? GTA 5 online is just... Well, honestly, what reason is there to really get excited for GTA 6? Because they know the formula that makes money.
Yeah.
They're just going to make it...
No.
They're not going to put much attention to the single player.
Right.
And they're going to make the multiplayer a microtransaction.
Yes, they will. Yep.
A microtransaction.
That's where the money's at. That's where the money's at.
Of course, it's where the money's at. And the stupid YouTuber... Like, there is not a single YouTuber on the internet that pisses me off more than those who do, like, Madden pack openings. Because they have millions of subscribers and they're downright encouraging this terrible practice.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Makes me sad. Like all those guys with the eccentric thumbnails and...
Yeah.
I played Ultimate Team for 1 year. Never again. Never again am I playing Madden Ultimate Team. Never.
Cameron Woolley, ladies and gentlemen. Cameron Woolley. All right, you got anything else? Okay.
Any news?
I think you got your venting out for the week.
Any more news? I don't know.
All right. I think I got a lot of good venting done this week. Well done. Well done.
Some fun stuff. An editor for John Boy Media followed me back on Twitter.
Oh, right on.
Dan Rourke, who's like the ultimate ranter on Yankees Twitter. He makes me happy.
Yeah. Speaking of which, follow Cameron Woolley at Cam Woolley Show on Twitter.
Yes.
Teespring, YouTube, definitely subscribe. Get you up to over 100.
Get me over.
Then
I'm at 51 right now.
We'll get you over 100. Then we can get cards printed with YouTube.com/Cam Woolley Show. Yeah, or Cam Woolley, or whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
And this is a funny point that Dan actually just tweeted out. An Aaron Boone tell-all book could end up being one of the more fascinating Yankee stories ever written. Just hope one day we finally hear the thought process behind all these years of nonsense. I do not read for leisure. I never read for leisure, but I'd read that.
That could be very interesting. I would read it. I would definitely read that.
I'd definitely listen to the audiobook at least.
Narrated by Aaron Boone?
No, not narrated by Aaron Boone. It would have to be narrated by some guy who isn't an idiot in the front office.
Yeah.
Maybe someone like, I don't know, like, maybe a guy who was on the team for a few, I don't know, maybe okay, I just saw one of the most embarrassing headlines ever.
Okay, do tell.
Apparently, Disney is dropping the Slave One name for Boba Fett's ship.
It's begun on a Lego set where they didn't put the name on there. It just says Boba Fett's starship on it. Yeah, yeah,
What the heck?
yeah. I know. I don't know where we stop with this, but listen, Boba has a bounty hunter. It's always been the name of a ship. That is the name of its ship. That's not gonna change in my mind. And it's not
Yeah,
a
it's just like how
derogatory term.
it's just like how the
It's
sequel.
just like a badass.
just
It's just like a badass name for a ship.
It's just like how the sequels aren't canon. We will never canonize the sequels.
No, not really, or if at all. Star
Okay,
Wars.
you think did you think like I think 75% of the Star Wars fandom doesn't acknowledge the sequels as canon.
No.
As far as I'm concerned, there's
No, that
no way.
that number might even be higher, but yes.
Yeah. Like I can't believe that there are actual sequel trilogy stands like on the internet. Most of
No.
most of them are weird.
Yeah.
Most of them are weird Raylo shippers or some shit.
For sure. For sure.
What the hell was that scene at the end of Rise of Skywalker where they just started making out of the blue? It's like, what warranted that? Like, was there any romantic tension that,
I mean,
grew with them throughout the
it was
trilogy?
kind of manufactured, but they were implying it.
Of
But
course it
yeah,
was
I know.
manufactured.
I
It didn't
know.
imply anything. Well, they don't know how to write. That's the thing.
Well,
None of those people knew how to
Well,
write.
that's obvious. So
Like, in order to imply tension, you have to know how to write.
right.
Those people did not know how to write.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Yeah. Anyways.
And I saw a theory that they were trying to retcon, like, you know, how Ahsoka is still alive in,
Yes.
because, you know, like, how on earth did she survive the end of Star Wars
Right.
Rebels?
Yes.
They're creating a different timeline, like Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni.
I am all for that.
Because
1000%.
Ahsoka, apparently still alive at the end of, after Return of the Jedi,
Yes.
because that's when Mandalorian, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mandalorian takes place in the end of Return
Right.
of the Jedi, and then,
Right. So she survived Order 66. So
yeah, she survived Order 66,
And
and
she's
she
awesome.
allegedly survived in this timeline with the Disney Plus shows. It's a timeline where she survives the end of Star Wars Rebels, where, remember, she got in the fight with Darth Vader and
yep.
whatever.
Yeah.
For a sports analyst, I have a surprising amount of pop culture
Nothing
knowledge
wrong with
about
that.
this.
Your pop culture knowledge, always welcome here to Shared Universe.
It's not you.
I know.
We're close to you, but
I think. I
yeah, I still gotta watch those next couple episodes of Loki that have come
Oh,
out. Don't
yeah.
spoil
yeah.
anything for me.
Nope,
I watched the,
no spoilers. No spoilers.
watched the first couple episodes. They were
Yeah, they're good.
It
I like it.
was really good.
I like it.
Hey, I had a bit of a. I was a little scared that they were gonna, and we're still gonna see with this next phase of movies, but there's been a little bit of fear in me that this next phase of Marvel movies, like after Endgame, I thought they'd kind of flare out and kind of run out of
Nope.
ideas.
Oh man, they got more.
Like
They've
what?
got
It's like
decades.
it's like Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi
It's like what
trailer
the.
looks awesome.
Like I don't know anything about Shang-Chi. It's
you're-
like what? It's like in the MCU. What did this originate from? Iron Man 3?
no,
The Mandarin?
No. It goes back to the 70s. Well, the Mandarin's in it. Yes.
Yeah, no, the Mandarin's in it.
Mandarin's
but like,
a bad guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know, like Iron Man 3.
Oh yeah. Well, that was a pretty weak. Yeah, we didn't see the real Mandarin in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just don't even acknowledge Iron Man 3. This is the real Mandarin in
Yes.
the 10 Rings.
Yeah.
This is gonna
I
be
know.
awesome.
I'm more excited to see how they incorporate the Fantastic Four. That I
It's
feel like
coming. They're working on it. It's coming.
that I feel like is going to be what makes and breaks this next phase of Marvel
It
movies.
was one of the first great Marvel franchises.
It was the
man.
first
Yeah.
great Marvel franchise.
Yeah.
That is Stan Lee's brainchild.
It is.
The Fantastic Four.
It is.
Like, the Incredibles were based off the Fantastic
It
Four.
is. Stan Lee, Jack Kirby. Yeah, man. It's gonna be awesome. Can't wait.
Oh man.
Which comes
Ugh.
first, Fantastic Four or GTA 6? Who knows?
We don't know. We're probably gonna get a Fantastic Four.
I hope so. Yeah,
Before GTA 6, because GTA 6 is probably gonna be delayed.
I hope so.
Like, when we get a confirmed release date for a game, we know it's gonna get bumped back a bit because development for games takes forever.
Yes, it does. So
Like it says, like Nintendo says, Breath of the Wild 2 is gonna be released next year, but
don't hold your breath, ladies and
Is it?
gentlemen. Don't hold your breath.
is it?
Don't hold your breath.
Oh God. Anyways, from Ming Chen in the Shared Universe Podcast Studio, I'm Cameron Woolley. Don't Don't forget to like, subscribe, buy some of my shit.
Do it.
Go to my blog. Got something in the works. I got that same thing I've had in the works for the past couple weeks. And as always, stay classy in New Jersey. Have a happy 4th.
Oh, and happy Bobby Bonilla Day tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God, happy Bobby Bonilla Day
happy Bobby
tomorrow.
Bonilla Day. Yeah.
Yes.
He gets his check tomorrow.
Yes.
Well done.
God, this is like the first time we haven't. Oh, shit, I should have scheduled for tomorrow, but
It's all right.
who the hell knows?
It's all right. We
Anyways,
acknowledge it.
and as always, yes. Anyways, stay classy in New Jersey.